Mr. Taneja, by Peter Cardillo, who's a chief market economist, Spartan Capital Securities. So stay on the line with us. Let's get his reaction on UAE's exit of OPEC and OPEC Plus alliance, and what is the kind of impact that it will have on the oil and crude market going forward.
Well, I think it is a big deal in the sense that, to me, this raises the question whether or not OPEC Plus is going to be around for much longer. I think it's the first signs of a crack. And, the UAE produces anywhere from 2.9 million to 3.4 million barrels a day. 3 million barrels a day. And it is among the 10 top oil producing nations. Now, what does this mean? I think in the short run, obviously during the war, it doesn't have much of an impact in terms of oil prices. But once the war is over, and of course the war will come to an end at one point or another, I think this just means that more production, and it means more oil on the world markets. And it means, probably prices collapsing in a big way. And so I think it is a big deal.
Without UAE's participation, does, OPEC effectively, has it lost its ability to set a price floor? If you can help us understand, Mr. Cardillo?
No, I don't think so. Not in the short term, but obviously, this also raises a question, who's next?
Right. Okay, Mr. Taneja, over to you. Will, UAE use its independence to charge a premium because, they now have the ability to bypass the Strait of Hormuz?
Oh, not really. Because don't forget one thing, they also need big buyers like India. I mean, India is, driving the demand for the incremental, demand for petroleum products world over. India is a global kind of, leader in terms of creating new demand. So I think they would like to maintain that. But look, the important thing is that, OPEC at the end of the day is a cartel. Cartels are not good, especially for countries like India. If OPEC out of this situation grows weaker or disappears, that's not a bad news. You see, that's not bad news because OPEC has never really taken care of India's interest. For that matter, interest of majority of importing country, but for us particularly because we are more vulnerable since our dependence on oil import is much higher than China or Japan or even Korea. So therefore, if OPEC as a cartel, as a strong cartel, begins to kind of, melt, why should we be worried about it? And because if we have to deal individually with these countries like Saudi Arabia or United Arab Emirates or Kazakhstan or Kuwait and Iran, as individually, we can always cut better deals because we have good bilateral relations with one of them. When they come out and negotiate with us as a cartel, this is the price, take it or leave it. That's not a happy situation. So if OPEC disappears, we should be happy about it.
Right. OPEC was a cartel and we should be happy about it is what Narendra Taneja says. But Mr. Cardillo and Mr. Taneja, just stay on the line with us. We also have another guest joining us on the other side. But it's time for us to take a very short break. You don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.